So hello and welcome to Mixologist, the place on the internet thingy where we get those kind of annoying yet important bits of work done. Case in point, what I've got at the moment, I'll show you around a bit closer. But what we're going to be doing on this episode is I'm doing a lot of work on kind of several kind of projects at the same time. And what I need to do is I need to kind of restore some kind of small parts. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about dealing with rust, and I'm going to be talking about kind of how to, once you've cleaned the parts, how to protect them from rust, because that's quite important. You know, if you've taken the time to make a part clean and free of rust, then obviously you want that part to remain clean and free of rust. So I'll show you a little bit closer what we're working with, and then I'll show you what the plan is. So you can see here we've got, this is a Holley 2-barrel shaft that we're doing for a carb, and the throttle blades that we need to kind of do some chemical blacking with. These are the shafts that came in the Delorto turbo carbs that I did in the channel not that long ago, and therefore what we need to do is we need to get them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a chemical blacking process so that they are protected from rust. Because I want to keep these units in my spare parts bin. This or another shafts that I need to kind of chemically black, protect from rust. This is a Delorto linkage, and this, funny enough, is, well, again, another parts for a kind of Zenith carb that I'm doing at the moment. But these are mainly kind of engineering tools and kind of supplies for like a lathe for turning things, and generally kind of useful kind of bits and bobs. And what I'm doing with this, they've been kind of overnight in a solution called Evaporust. By the way, this isn't an advertisement for Evaporust. I bought it with my own money. But actually, this product seemed to be working very well. I'm going to show you kind of a bit in a bit kind of the results of the cleaning process with Evaporust. But basically, what I need to do is I need to get this whole thing chemically blackened, and I think I've got an idea how to do that job relatively quickly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of finish cleaning up these parts. Take the Evaporust off and just get everything prepped for the chemical blacking process, the restoration. And these ones I'm gonna have to kind of do some extra bits to them, because basically what you need to do with this is you're gonna have to reseal kind of the shaft, and that's gonna be quite important. So we'll do that in the course of this episode. Okay, so these were the parts that were in that kind of Evaporust bath, and they have been cleaned out. But obviously, the only thing, it did actually a pretty good job of removing, you know, the big rust. However, there remains a little bit of a kind of like a very light surface coating of rust. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean these parts a little bit better on the blasting cabinet, just to, you know, shake off every like final little bit of rust that might be remaining, and then I will be able to kind of show you these parts in a clean state, because that's what you need to move on to the next step of the process. Okay, so here's what the parts look like after they've been cleaned on the ultrasonic cleaner. Look at this. These parts are really nice, really shiny, and crucially, I'll do another section once I've finished the chemical blacking. But these things are beautifully made. The quality, the craftsmanship that went into doing them is just amazing. So I'm really quite happy that I am rescuing these parts from, well, from scrap actually, and giving them this corrosion treatment. So now let's start with the main event, which is going to be the throttle plates and the shafts. Okay, so the trick here is I'm going to use this kind of lab tubes if you want, and I'm going to pour the solution now, the kind of chemical blacking solution. What the lab tubes allow me to do is just the shafts on their own, and then the rest of the parts I'm going to do just dip them in here, and then the rest of the parts, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of like shake and bake them in a pot. So let's do the first step, which is all of the blacking bit, and then we'll do the kind of dewatering oil, which is like the stage 3 of it. And obviously, oh, I forgot to mention that before doing this, I clean all the bits with acetone, which is, you know, a degreaser. And now obviously these parts are very clean, but just a final clean with acetone just to make sure. Okay, so now what we're doing here is we're doing the dewatering oil, which is what, you know, keeps the material from rusting again. So as you can see there, the pieces are kind of getting soaked, and I need to do this ones in here, and then I'm gonna show you the solution for drying them. But essentially now we are like well on the way to getting these units protected from corrosion and looking nice. Okay, so it is the day after, and so you can see what I recommend with any piece literally that you're doing chemical blacking is that you let it dry naturally. So don't try and dry it with any like paper or anything. It has to dry absolutely naturally. And as you can see, I've got this contraption here, which is my kind of dryer. And what this does is I'm able to hang the parts, and these ones are there kind of on the ground, and by hanging them like this, what I'm doing is I'm maximizing the amount of corrosion protection that these parts are gonna acquire based on the materials that I've got. So let me put them on the table and show you the final result now. Okay, so now we finished the process completely, and I'm able to show you kind of in a bit more detail some finishing touches that you would need to do kind of if you were doing at home, especially with some of the shafts. As a general look, you've got your Holley shaft. This is the Dell'Orto lever, which is absolutely fine. This one is fine. This one is fine. It's just this Dell'Orto shafts that they contain like they have their own bearing, and what you need to do with this in order to make it right is that you need to very carefully and delicately remove this this seal here in order to be able to access the inner part of the bearing, because you need to lubricate it and be able to reseal it with one of these seals. So before you install it, you always need to do the kind of re-lubricating of the of this, this is basically like a captive bearing, so you need to do that. But apart from that, these units now are protected from corrosion, which is what I wanted. I haven't got an immediate use for them. That's fine. I can just kind of wait until I get a use for them. Now this one is slightly different. This lot of parts here, you can see these things where this is like this clamp looks beautiful. And all of these parts, and this is a 45-degree kind of piece, and in all of these parts, I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't got a immediate use right now for them. Oh, these are carburetor parts. There's a lever for a kind of zenith carb, which needs to go this way. But I haven't got an immediate use for this parts right now. But what's the problem? I am absolutely 120% sure that if I were to dispose of any of these parts, I would immediately need to use them, and that's the reason why they're here, and I've decided to preserve them. And by preserving them, or you can deploy them much quicker. So I know that these parts are all clean. I can just use them, send them, and off you go. Whilst if I got all these parts and they are kind of completely broken, knackered, and just in not very good shape, then obviously I need to do a lot of work, and that takes time. So it's always better if you have the parts ready to go, protected from corrosion. Okay, so that was kind of a little bit different to what we do in the channel, but it is an important part of what we have to do in order to kind of get production flowing in a sense. So I hope you kind of got something out of this, and if you got any questions, put it down in the comments, or if not, I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you.